morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. It is April 15th, 2024, officially halfway through the month. Can somebody please tell me where the time has gone this year? Because I truly have no idea. No idea at all. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. So excited to be here with you today. This is Project Joy Live, your triple shot of good vibes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, of course, only on the Breakthrough Show Network. I am pumped because we have an amazing show to help you kick off your week this week, and I'm going to tell you all about it right now in the Morning Brew. Are you yawning, stressing, doing your yoga, waking up? What are you doing this morning to get yourself ready to start the day? We have a great show for you in the hopes that Project Joy Live is one of your favorite ways to start the day. Coming up on the show today, we'll have a brief moment for compassion. You guys, thank you so much for your feedback about this segment of the show. We've been doing these little compassion cards that I've had here, and it's been a lot of fun to dive in into the rabbit hole with you guys first thing in the morning. I love it. So we'll have a moment of compassion. And after that, I am so excited because we are going to be welcoming someone on the show that we're actually going to see twice on the Breakthrough Show Network this week. She's joining us all the way from beautiful Morocco this morning. Though it's not morning for her. We were having a moment for that before the show. And excited to have Rachelle on the show today. It's going to be amazing. After commercial break, I've got a little local joy for you, something that has made me cry twice already this morning. So I don't know if you need to get your tissues or not, but it might be a mama moment for me. And also shouting out a friend of mine during that segment as well. We have birthdays. We have to tell you what's coming up on the network this week, and all of that is happening in today's show. Miss Brittany is front row and has that VIP seat. Happy Monday to you, my friend. So excited that you're here with us today. If you're joining us live, I would love for you to share your joy, what's bringing you joy today, and where you are bringing us joy from. All of that said, I'm so excited to welcome our very special guest today. As I mentioned, she's joining us from Morocco this morning. So we have to find out if I bet it, I'm going to bet it's probably warmer there than what we're experiencing here in the northeast of the United States. We're going to find out though when she comes on the show. She is an incredible story which you're going to hear all about on Friday on the Breakthrough Show at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. She is a hotelier. She does all kinds of stuff, guys, and we're so excited about what she's doing in the world. Please put your hands together virtually. Actually, after our segment, we're going to do that. So we're going to do our moment of compassion first. If I can get myself together today, you guys, it'll be a miracle. Let's talk about our moment of compassion, and then we will welcome Rachelle to the show. This is our moment of compassion segment that we have been participating in together here on Project Joy Live. And it has been so much fun to go over some of these teaching. These were based on compassion teachings from Buddhist monk Pema Chodron, and she is absolutely incredible, and just gives us these little thoughts on the cards. This one today is card number 7, and it says sending and taking should be practiced alternately. Sending and taking should be practiced alternately. These two should ride the breath. And the commentary talks about there being a meditation practice called Tonglen. Tonglen. In this practice, you send out happiness to others and you take in any suffering that others feel. You take in with a sense of openness and compassion, and you send out with the same spirit. People need help, and with this practice, we extend ourselves to them. I really enjoy this particular commentary today because many of you guys have been with me anytime we've done loving kindness meditation, which essentially is picturing certain people or groups or circumstances in your mind and sending energy toward them. And I think on first glance, when it talks about taking in. Some of us that may be a little more highly sensitive or empath may hear that and go, no thank you, I will pass on taking that in. But that's not, I don't think, what she means here. At least not for me. When I hear this, it's that picturing in your mind. It's the ability to call to mind a person, a circumstance, a situation that you need to just kind of remember, but doing so, as she says, with that openness and compassion. And that's the really challenging part as we've done loving kindness meditation. Is it's the first part where you're like, okay, call to mind someone that is an amazing person in your life. Okay, great, wonderful, done, taken care of. Then the next part, call to mind someone that is an acquaintance in your life. Great, wonderful, perfect. We get to that part about call to mind someone who is a challenging person in your life, someone maybe you've had an argument with, someone that maybe you've caught yourself saying, I don't like that person. That is a little bit more challenging to call that person to mind without judgment, with a sense of openness and compassion. So that for me is the part that is always a work in progress, right? Like, I don't think it's necessarily in our nature to always have the warm and fuzzy feelings for everybody. And so I love that this is like a practice where, as you're calling to mind, not just in our prayers and in our sending out of energy, but as you're taking in, as you're calling people to mind, to have that openness and compassion, just as you do when you're sending the energy out. So, again, it says sending and taking should be practiced alternately. These two should ride the breath. And I love that visual as well, because it kind of reminds me of a water coming in and out on the shoreline. That's a great meditation practice, by the way. I live right by the ocean, if you want to come join me for a meditation on the water. It's a challenge. Nancy's joining us this morning. Good morning to all, and this gorgeous spring day. Um, for anybody else dealing with a seasonal allergies and funness out there, my joy is being able to breathe clearly out of my nose, even if it's just for 2 seconds. Love that. Like a shaman. Yes, yes. Good morning, Danielle. Good to see you today. Everybody is out there chatting. Love it. And without further ado, let's get to our guest today. As I mentioned, she's joining us all the way from Morocco this morning. She does so many things in her life and is in the process of sharing about her story in a book that she's working on, which I've read little pieces of, but I've tried to like steer a little bit clear, as I know she's coming on the Breakthrough Show on Friday. And I like to experience the stories along with you guys. But I'm so excited she's with us today. So without further ado, let's welcome Rachelle Rayner to the show. Good morning and good afternoon. So glad you're here.
Good morning, Jessica. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so glad to have you here today because I have been so moved by just your mission in life and what you've been trying to do, and also your courage in working on telling your story, which I can't wait until that's out and about for everybody to be able to take part in. So, back when I was mentioning that you're joining us from Morocco, what is the temperature there today so we can all be upset?
It's about 95 degrees, desert weather, so very dry, kind of
Mm.
similar to Arizona.
Interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. But it's not like, so I listen, I have been very clear on this show that I'm horrible with geography. I was bad at it in school and nothing has changed. So I went and looked at a map. Your Morocco's also on the water though, right?
Correct. It's actually on the Atlantic Ocean, so right across from New York and Florida, straight across the pond.
Yeah. And so it's interesting to me that you do have that dry desert sort of weather there even though you're on the water.
Yeah, it's a very interesting demographic here. And like, just because it has a lot of different aspects. I mean, it has the mountains with, the trees, it has the Sahara Desert, it has the snow in the mountains, the Atlas Mountains. And then obviously it's on the coastline. So you have the more humid weather there. But yeah, it's a very dry place for the most part, and, lacks water and, those natural resources that are important for living. So, yeah, but surprisingly, it is a very dry place.
It's interesting to me anytime we talk to anybody from other countries that because I think we're in our bubbles sometimes, and so think that things are a certain way around the world, and that's not that's not necessarily the case.
Right,
You're
right.
obviously not from Morocco, so tell us just briefly like how you ended up over there.
Yeah, so I'm born and raised in Canada, moved to New York when I was 19, and then spent, 17 years in New York, and ultimately came to Morocco. Been here for almost 2 years now, and decided to take that journey after leaving corporate America and taking the entrepreneurial route, which was definitely in my path of life journey, and had been, trying to get to that point for quite some time. But after purchasing a hotel here and wanting to kind of come here and make a difference, and really just loving the hospitality aspect of Morocco, that's what really drew me here. So here I am.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
I really
And
love living here.
yeah, I'm excited to dive further into that and all of that on Friday because I mentioned you're going to be on the Breakthrough Show on Friday, which we're pumped about because I think there's a lot of people who maybe have had that thought of, I wonder what it would be like to live across the world and just leave everything and
Yeah,
go. But there's that maybe that little bit of fear
for
inside us a
sure,
little
for
bit.
sure.
Yeah. So we'll definitely dive into that on Friday. But tell us what is bringing you joy today. And also, we were talking before the show about kind of riding the waves of things as they come in our lives. What bringing you joy, but also how do you kind of sustain a level of joy in your life, I guess?
Yeah, so I guess to answer your first question, what really brings me joy is life, the gift of life. And, everybody has it, and, not everyone takes advantage of it. But I love life. I love living it to the fullest. And I am just, very excited to wake up every day, no matter what's going on, no matter what the challenges are, because when you know that everything is working for your good, you take those challenges and you ride the waves, right? So it's really about a deep sense of knowing where you're going. I think that if you were to get into a car and just decide to take a road trip, to Morocco, you'd need directions. And if you don't have directions, if you don't have an endpoint, if you don't put that into the GPS, then, essentially you're going to, flail around in life. And so when you're very clear on where you're going, then it gives you that more security, and you can ride those waves and know that you might not understand what's happening in the moment, but you can trust and know that it's working for your good.
Mm. I love the idea and the reminder to have a plan because as you were using that analogy of visiting Morocco, I was thinking to myself, the most ridiculous things pop into my head at random times. But I thought to myself, if you tried to do that from here, you'd drown.
Exactly.
What's the point? I think the point that was trying to be made to me was that some journeys are more challenging than others. Some days are more challenging than others. And if we go into it with, this, we've already been working on mindset. So we have our tools, we have our plan, we have our roadmap of where we want to go, then the ones that are more challenging journeys, it's easier to deal with that because we're prepared.
Right, right, exactly. And I think that depending on how big the journey is, you've been prepared throughout your life, right? I mean, I'm going to be coming on and talking about my story next at the end of the week. And, it will make sense because it's like, okay, I've overcome a lot of really heavy obstacles in my life. So, somebody who maybe hasn't had the path that I've had, it might be a little fearful, and they might not have enough courage to just take on sort of an adventure like that. But it comes in levels. So it's a lot of people will say they want to do this or they want to be this, but there are steps to getting there. And that's why they say never be jealous of what somebody has, because you don't know what their journey was in getting there. So it's really important to understand where people are coming from when you kind of look at their life and see like, oh, the things that they've accomplished, that they've overcome a lot of obstacles throughout their life, and it's in phases, so it prepares you for it.
Right. Right. And it's interesting when we talk about obstacles as well. And one of the things that helps when we're talking about obstacles with my level of joy of what I'm experiencing, we often, when we're talking about the challenges we faced, we get into a space of comparison a lot, whether it's thinking they've been through so much more than me, or I've been through so much more than them, or whatever the case may be. And I really have tried to get on the page of we're all given certain things, but it doesn't like none are like worse than others, so to speak, in the way that we're all given different ways we can handle things. We all have different amounts of tools. We have different experiences. We have all of those things. So that's something that really helps me in times where I might feel that comparison creeping in, because an example of this, somebody said the other day, well, you know, they've been through a lot more than you. So, they just remember that and you'll be grateful. But I think in a way with that, like that discounts our experiences a little bit and what we've been through. So thinking of everything in that sort of individual way. One of your friends that's joining us out in the audience said everything always works for our good, which
Hi,
sometimes it's hard
Colleen.
to remember in the moment. Like
Yeah.
when you're in the thick of it, it can be hard to go, "Oh, everything's working out for our
Yeah.
good." So it's that reflection piece, right?
Absolutely. I think that we all have those moments where we're like, oh my God, like, I'm not going to get through this. Like, I'm not going to come out of it. It's like, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where you learn your strength. That's where you learn your power. And a
Mhm.
person will stay in that situation until they find that thing inside of them. And that's what we call, authenticity, which we know authenticity is the highest vibrating frequency that there is. And so when you step into your power and you step into the authentic version of you, and then you are pulled towards your purpose. So that's why it's always important to reflect, do the work on the inside, instead
Mm,
of looking at other people and comparing yourself, because we are not on the same path. What's
right.
for me is for me, what's for you is for you, and it can't pass you by. So, no one can get there first. No one can take it from you. If something was taken from you, then that means that wasn't for you. It was a lesson, or
Mm,
it will be replaced with something bigger. So you have to always take that into consideration and know that, again, everything is working for your good, and it's all part of the bigger plan.
yeah. I love that. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it's not for you. And that's that's a fun thought to deal with too, as that pops into your head, because um I think sometimes we can maybe relate to us. We want all the things, right? We want to be the one to do it. We want to be the one to have the experience. But at the same time, we're complaining of how full our plates are. So do we really?
Yeah. Well, I think also too, we have to consider that what is no longer serving us in our life,
Mm,
right? So like we get cluttered with a lot of things. So people, places, opportunities, maybe that have been expired. And then we don't make room for the things that we truly want, that our heart really desires. So it's in the process of those tower moments when everything is crumbling down around you and you're wondering what the hell is going on, and why is my life falling apart? That is actually, clearing space for something bigger to come in that you've already asked for, that your heart already desires. So if you stay, true to yourself, and you stand in your power, you will understand that you get to that level through evolving, right? And you do a lot of energy healing and stuff like that. So it takes a lot of healing on the inside and belief in yourself to know that, hey, whatever is happening right now, it's because it's clearing the path so that I can, move forward into something bigger and, better, and be more effective in the world, So, it's a very, very strong sense of belief in yourself. And then once you get to that point, you just become unstoppable. You just become so powerful because you're not in competition with anyone else. You're in competition with yourself. That's it. And letting go is another, like when those moments are happening and those things are crumbling down around you, a lot of times we hold on to things too long, and we end up hurting ourselves and causing ourselves more trauma than what we would have if we would have let go, right? So there's power in letting go of things that are being taken away from you, or you feel like might not be fair, because then in the end it will all level out. It will level out and it work for you good.
Right, right. Oh my gosh. I love all of those things that you're saying. And I cannot wait to dive further into your story and everything that you have to share on the Breakthrough Show coming up on Friday at 1 p.m. I have all of your links down in the show notes where everybody can connect with you. And the one I wanted you to highlight this morning is your Women Investing in Women group, because I feel like there's no better time than right now to support your fellow women. And we have all amazing, beautiful women in our audience this morning. So I would love for you to share for a moment about that while I put the link in the comments.
Oh, yes. Welcome everyone to the group. So Women Investing in Women is just simply born out of a place for myself as an entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur, very well-read person, I've read books for years on, personal development and business books. And a lot of times these business books this applied knowledge doesn't necessarily translate, for women, right? So we can be doing all the things that we're told to in the book, and sometimes we don't get the same results, and it can be really frustrating and confusing, because we're just built differently. Biologically, we're different, and when you learn how to operate in feminine energy, things flow better, not that there's not a use for the masculine side, because it's when you balance the both. But if you learn how to stay in that feminine energy, so that was where the whole idea of the group was born, is just to be able to support women on their journey of entrepreneurship. And hopefully I'll see you over there. So everyone is welcome to join.
Yes, love it. Love it. Rachelle, thank you so much for being here this morning. I really appreciate you. And like I said, when we met initially, like I just loved your energy. And so I was like, let's have you on twice in 1 week because that'll be fun.
Thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate the opportunity. It's always so nice to see you. I love what
You
you
too.
do.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys, make sure you tune in Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Breakthrough Show Network for more with Rachelle. And we will see you guys after the break. Thanks so much, Rachelle.
Thank you.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Today is Monday, April 15th, 2024. I just love Rachelle. She is incredible, and I can't wait for you guys to experience more of her energy. Like I said, coming up Friday on the Breakthrough Show at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, so don't miss it. We have a segment now that we call Local Joy, and a couple of things that I hope bring you a little joy in your life today. Here we go. I am so excited to show you this first clip. So my daughters, three of my daughters, participated in a flash mob yesterday at Spring Fest, which took place at the Ledyard Fairgrounds in Ledyard, Connecticut. And they have been dancing for, we just passed a year with Dance Country, which is a line dance studio in Gales Ferry, Connecticut. And we have it was originally a homeschool class that was being offered, and so they went to go do that and then decided to stay. And then that was for my oldest two daughters, and then my daughter Jocelyn got involved, and she is the youngest in the whole studio, 9 years old. And so they had been practicing for this flash mob last year, and it ended up getting rained out. And so there's several flash mobs this year, and this is the first one that they participated in yesterday. And I was so proud of them, but also this is the end of the flash mob, and they were doing the final song. Everybody's out there. It had been windy and cold and overcast all day. And then right at the end, and you're going to see this in the video, the sun comes out. Everybody literally cheers. And then the end with everybody high-fiving Jazzy and stuff just made my whole day. They really made sure that she felt like she did a good job and all of that. So I wanted you guys to see this because it was a whole moment. It was a proud mama moment. So that's my Jazzy in the little poncho there in the front. And then Margine is in all white towards the middle, and my other daughter Nina is with the pink hair behind Margine. So that's when the sun came out. It was beautiful. I know. I love the words to this song, though. Good things will come our way. That that's Lisa. Lisa Mazzaro in the blue. There is the owner of Dance Country. I'm so thankful that they were able to participate yesterday, and just the way that they've embraced my girls over there. I just, like Brittany said, here comes the tears again. If you guys are in the area, there have all kinds of classes over at Dance Country. You can go, I think it's dancecountryct.com. I think what it is. Let me make sure. Yeah, dancecountryct.com in Gales Ferry, Connecticut. They will let you like try out a class. We're going to be all summer super excited. Every other Thursday, we'll be dancing at Ocean Beach Park in New London. There's people in there of all ages, all fitness levels, and it really is such a beautiful, inclusive environment. And I just want to thank Lisa and all of the teachers, all of the instructors, and everybody that participates for helping my girls feel so welcome there. I know. And then like how happy she was and the song, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So thank you so much, Dance Country. My other shout out I want to give this morning in our local joy is from my friend Casey at Honu Botanicals. I've shared some of her stuff before. She sells products that are vegan and really like organic, natural, holistic, zero waste products, which is always incredible, environmentally friendly, all of that. And she is going to be having her table at the Earth Day Expo, which is April 20th from 11 to 4 at the Groton Public Library in Groton, Connecticut. So make sure you guys go check that out. But yesterday, we had been dodging each other, which you know, when you're dealing with like somebody sick and then somebody else is away and then somebody else is sick and somebody else is busy. And so all of that going on. And she gave me a little birthday bag yesterday because she wasn't able to make it to my birthday party here back in February. And it included a container of her mini soaps, mini Honu soaps, and they smell incredible, but you guys have to see these soaps. You're going to get ready for your awe because they're so adorable. Look at these little turtle soaps, you guys. Are they not the cutest things you have ever seen in your whole life? And they smell so good. These are organic tea tree and eucalyptus, so they just so incredible. They smell so good, but I thought these little turtles were the cutest things in the whole world. And so thank you so much, Casey, for those. I'm gonna put her link down in the comments for you guys. Go support her. Grab yourself a soap, a lotion. I love her lotion bars. Oh my god, if you want to smell like chocolate all day, so good. So good. Make sure you go check her out, honeybotanicals.com. That's down there in the comments for you. She also gave me a couple of finds that she had gotten from Veg Fest in Rhode Island, which was right around my birthday. This spiced chai lip balm from Sam Solutions. This is what I have been wearing this morning, make me all glossy, and it smells like a cup of chai. So delicious. And then I have not dug into these yet, but look at these Soul Good Confections caramels, sea salt coconut caramels, espresso, and cayenne. I'm so excited. That is all. These are gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, soy and gum-free, nut-free. It's gonna be a party at my house later. Okay, that's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Let's celebrate birthdays today, you guys. Here we go.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating today. We have we have several amazing birthdays today. I'm gonna get my notes up here for you guys. So, in the world of celebrity, Emma Watson, who played Hermione in Harry Potter, 34 years old today. Happy birthday, Emma. Artist Leonardo da Vinci, the painter of the Mona Lisa, among other things, passed away in 1519. That was a minute ago. He had a birthday today. Actor Seth Rogen, 42 years old today. Louis Fonsi, musician, 46 years old today. Chris Stapleton, also 46 years old today, an incredible singer, songwriter, musician. Actress Emma Thompson, love her. Do you guys remember the movie Junior with where Arnold, it was like the weirdest movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger was pregnant? Do you guys remember? I used to love that movie, and that's one of my favorite ones that Emma Thompson was in. 65 years old today, and Samira Wiley, 37 years old today. She is such an incredible actress. Orange is the New Black, Handmaid's Tale. Samira Wiley's 37 years old today. love she's such an amazing actress. Nancy remembers it was a great movie. It was weird because a man was pregnant, but I think the message of it was just really incredible. It was just I loved that movie. Takes me back. Also the celebrities in my life, super excited that it is Nicole Magic's birthday today. She has been on My Way before. You guys may remember her from there. So I hope you have a great day, Nicole. And Nancy, I hope you had a great birthday yesterday. I did sing to you on Friday, but I hope you had a great birthday over the weekend. Ready, guys? We got to get ready to sing our birthday song here. We're running over. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emma Watson, Leonardo da Vinci, Seth Rogen, Louis Fonsi, Chris Stapleton, Emma Thompson, Samira Wiley, and Nicole Magic. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating today. I hope you have an amazing day. Let's talk about what's coming up on the Breakthrough Show Network and in our community this week. Okay, guys, so here's the truth of it. Here is the truth of it. We are starting to get so many things on our event calendar that it would take far too long in every episode to tell you what's coming for the entire week. It is a fantastic problem to have. So, I want to tell you what's coming up today and tomorrow until I see you again on Wednesday. Today, we have Pomodoro happening at 9:55 a.m. Pomodoro co-working. Bring yourself and your to-do list completely free to join, and that's all you need. It's all you need, just you and your to-do list. And I promise you, it is going to be the most productive part of your day. Really exciting. I also have office hours today at 12 p.m. Eastern time from 12 to 3. If you're interested in having your own show or want to host an event in our space or just want your own tour of our virtual community, I invite you to join us. For both Pomodoro and office hours, just go to the breakthroughshownetwork.club and I will help direct you to where you need to be. Coming up tomorrow morning, our own Teresa Warren, host of Spirit Sessions, is going to be leading another amazing and beautiful community meditation in our meditation space. You can find that again at the breakthroughshownetwork.club and we'll direct you on where you need to go from there. I also have office hours tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. Again, you can come check in. You can ask about a show, ask about an event, or you can just come hang out and say hi and see what we're up to on the Breakthrough Show Network. So really excited. It's going to be an incredible week. Yes. Woo woo. It's going to be an incredible week. Thank you again to Rachelle for being here today. Don't forget, you can catch her on the Breakthrough Show on Friday for the journey back home. And I will be back Wednesday with the incredible Arlene Gale, who will share her joy of being alive. You're going to love her story. Make sure you tune in for that Wednesday. And I will see you guys next time. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye, everybody.